Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you've been following me or you're a new listener, please hit that like and subscribe button and share this information with people you think will find this informative. Well, within the last 24 hours, YouTube influencer Charleston White got arrested for 2 counts of aggravated assault and a count of cruelty to an animal. Now, I don't know what is taking place, but I think it's important to have a conversation about the brash kind of commentary, shocking commentary that Charleston White always tries to display in his interviews. Uh, he had been demonetized from YouTube previously on the comments he made about Deion Sanders and his children and putting a bounty on Shadur's getting his leg broken. He's talked bad about all kinds of ethnicities, Asian people, Jewish people, and you don't know if he means it or if he doesn't mean it. But the point to this is that words have power, whether you're being serious or you're being truculent or dismissive. And what he's speaking into existence, just like Tupac and just like other folks that have spoken death and destruction and homicides, these rappers, Tupac did it a lot, it will turn around and come back to haunt you. So that arrow, that bow and arrow that you shoot out will have a trajectory and come right back and hit you right in the heart or the stomach. And this is what's taking place with Charleston White. His mouth, his tool, the same thing that brought him success is the same thing that will deconstruct his humanity and deconstruct his freedom. So he got locked up yesterday in Fort Worth. He may be out now, I'm not sure. But the police coming after him, this is no joke. There's arrest picture of him. Supposedly he got a DWI about 6 months ago and had a charge for having a weapon on him without registration or license. We all know that he spent a lot of time in youth authority for the murder of a white man that him and his friends had something to do with. And if he's about the kids and about positivity, then he needs to display that 24 hours a day. He's put a spotlight on himself, and he functions and operates as if he's on the side of law enforcement and trying to do the right thing, but he keeps having these stumbling blocks. He had somebody recently come on stage to try to assault him during one of his comedy shows. He supposedly got assaulted at a barbershop, and his storyline is turning out like Tupac's. Is one issue after another, and I guess he's the Tupac of YouTube, in a sense that he has great vocal skills. He can put words together in sentences. He's not a dumb guy. He's a little fella with a big voice, and I don't know if his montage or his axiom is to be the Tupac of today on YouTube, but we saw how that ended for Tupac. So the things you speak into existence are the things that will come back to haunt you. If you talk about positivity and love and you spread that out and you give that energy out, that's the energy you're going to get back. If you're spreading the energy of negativity, then that's what's going to come back to you. So not only is he on the radar and the spotlight for YouTube followers, but he's on the radar and spotlight for law enforcement, and they don't play. If you are going to galvanize and pontificate about hatred and negativity, YouTube, the feds, and everybody else is following it. And as he talks about how these rappers are so dumb that they are putting in their music and vocalizing all of this criminal activity, and it's coming back to haunt them in court when they get arrested. Well, the same kind of coverage that Charleston White is displaying on YouTube and the words that he's using will come back to haunt him in a courtroom. And so now that he's been arrested, he's got the the government, and everybody has all kind of video footage of all the negative things that he has said about all types of people and what he will do to babies and Asian folks and all of that. Well, they're going to play this in court, and let's see how that turns out for Charleston White. It seems like there's a large form of hypocrisy that is being manifested in Charleston White when he talks negative about these rappers and their music, which I don't necessarily disagree with. I agree, a lot of this music is debauchery, is sexism, is sexist, is negative for African American people, but white record companies keep promoting it. There's a psychological barrier and brick that's placed on us to keep us ignorant and stupid, and young people of color are falling for that carrot. But Charleston White is basically doing the same thing, and the words that he has used and displayed on YouTube and other media outlets, they're going to play that in court, and let's see how that turns out for Mr. White. Maybe after this arrest, it'll humble him a little bit, and he does have some talent. He does know many of the things that he's talking about. But let's see him as a 40-something-year-old man display that in his words and his actions on doing the right thing 24 hours a day. We don't need to be charged with aggravated assault. You see that there's this big movement on black entertainers that are on the radar of law enforcement with Puffy. You saw Jonathan Majors just got convicted on 2 charges of assault and with his ex-girlfriend, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on out here in the media world. So Charleston has to be very careful. I think he got released, but hopefully this can be a wake-up call and one of the number one tools in life that can teach you a certain level of maturity, which is a learning tool. To be a listener and to be a good person is humility. And getting arrested and going to jail and prison teaches you humbleness. It teaches you stillness. It teaches you to think about what the hell you did to get in that place in the first place. So hopefully he's having those thoughts. He's been incarcerated before. It's not a place for you to want to be to express your creativity and your freedom. It's enclosed, it's a cage, and it's encapsulated. Well, you don't want a capsule on you if you're a wonderful, intelligent, creative person, and you should use those creative measures in the right direction. Tupac was trying to display that, and unfortunately he got sidelined and strayed away from what his true heartfelt beliefs were as far as advancing his people, and he ended up being murdered by somebody that looked just like him. Another case of black on black crime. Well, Charleston, if you all about the promotion of positivity for black folks, then make sure you do the right thing and don't get arrested. You lose your vestige of your speech when it is counterintuitive to what you are being charged with. So if you preach positivity and you preach the advancement of black folks, then you need to lead yourself in that same direction and not to be a hypocrite. If the general public views you as a hypocrite, then the value of your words, you're just crying wolf and nobody will listen to you. And you won't have to be demonetized. People will start looking at you as being fake and they won't pay any attention to you. So let's manifest our truth and in the right direction. This has been a Triple Down experience. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks.